Aquarius, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early September 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate every single one of you. So let's get it started immediately with some of these oracle cards. Let's get it going real quick and take a temperature. What's going on with Aquarius, please, in early September? Oh my God. And yeah, we're just going to look at these super quick, then we're going to get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus spread with the Starseed Oracle, just to see what it is you need to hear from the universe. So there are many things for you to think about and to consider. Let's get it going now. What do we have for Aquarius, please, my gods? Yeah, it's been a little hodgepodge of energies the past couple of weeks. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, these cards are being very specific. And I feel like this Little Mermaid has shown up for so many people. I know it definitely showed up for like Libra and Aries, and maybe a couple of other ones. And then we have the mental, the mind. And both of these cards in itself are about the mind, like how you're thinking about things or the activity of your mind. But we'll talk about it. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'm going to be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. It's a fun one this month. But down here, we have the Little Mermaid. I'm sure you've seen the movie once or twice or 1,000 times like I have. Yes, it could be about somebody who's focused on the future, wanting to chart a path. Yes, she lives under the beautiful sea, but she wants to be somewhere else, wanting to attain something. Literally, though, her head is in the clouds in this depiction. And as we move to the next card with her eyes closed, looking very etheric, whatever it is she's thinking about, the mind could be very active. So know that in the coming days and weeks, you might be thinking something. Hopefully you're not overthinking something. But this card, you see the locket, could be thinking about the past. You see the letters, could be wanting communication. So there's a lot of different topics here. But the mind, the activity of the mind could be ramped up a little more. And I know you're an air sign. All air signs have very active minds. But it could be just turned up just a little bit. We're going to get into tarot now, though. Interesting. I don't feel anything treacherous or bad here. Okay, so let's shuffle it up one time. I'll get you 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. What do we got for Aquarius, please? Now, as I was saying, the past couple of weeks have been a little different. The last week's reading was a serious talk. Someone very no-nonsense in their ways. The week before that was a shocking change. I think we might have even had a tower. So there's been a lot of different things coming up for Aquarius, and I'm interested to see what we have this week. Hopefully things are settling down a little bit. We'll see what's up, though. Maybe we'll get more cups this week than we usually do. Okay, and just as I say it, we get the 6 of Cups flying out of my hand. Beautiful. So the focus on the past, just like with that Oracle card, is showing up with the first. So you might have a blast from the past in some way. Okay, yeah, Knight of Cups. All right, Mr. Loverboy right here in the center. Okay, we're going to get one more. Yeah, love might be in the air, Aquarius. We'll talk about it, though. Because you know my readings aren't only love-based. It could be various things in life. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Talk about that for a little shift in energy. I do like it. So we're going to speak about these real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get to juicier intuitive stuff. Interesting that we have the reading starting with 2 cups into the Pentacles, the stability. You know cups are all about emotions. Things might be flowing, the mind as well. But we have the 9 of Pentacles really like solidifying it on the end. Let's talk about them one by one. The 6 of Cups in position number 1. Just like I was saying about this lady, possibly looking into the past, you might be reminiscing. Maybe someone you're tied to could be thinking about you or reminiscing. It could be people you've had connections with for a long time when this card shows up. Could be a card of soulmates, sure, but this is a card of memories to me. And as I already said, with both of these oracle cards, the mind could be more active than usual, drudging up memories. So just keep an eye on that. It could just be a card of the past or somebody you have history with. In the center, we have the Knight of Cups. All knights are about action. All knights are about movement. This is a lover boy. This could be any water sign in your life, okay? The traits that the Knight of Cup embodies, aside from love offers, someone offering their emotion like a talk, a back and forth, very smooth talker, very creative. So all these things could be very important in the coming days and weeks, whether it's your creative abilities or needing an outlet or communication, because in this Oracle card, We saw past, but also communication. So this could really signal some sort of talk where emotions are let out. We had a serious talk last week. Could this be a more emotionally soft one? We'll see when we clarify. But the Knight of Cups could just signal your emotional state and love situations. Right here on the back end, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is very stable. It's extremely abundant, and I love this card. It is an energy of independence. So maybe some of you are feeling pretty independent, like your feet are firmly on the ground. That could be something you're yearning for as well, some major stability. But this could be a good signal about money coming your way, good stability coming your way. And yeah, just that little vibe of independence is showing up here. So maybe some of you are just in that mode right now. Like, all right, I don't need much help. I got this. Or like, I'll put it on my back. I got this. Like, that's the vibe here. But we're going to dive deeper now. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here for Aquarius. My gods, talk to me. And my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Six of Cups, and I also want to say that the reason this box is here is so you can follow along and play along. If you're getting any messages from this, please feel free to share it below. Okay, so let's see what's up with this Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here for Aquarius? The deck is being particular, yeah. We have the King of Swords. Yes, he is plan-based. And I feel like for a fraction of you, this could be somebody from your past, like maybe wanting to poke their head back around, check up, check in. That's the type of vibe it's giving me. Sure, it could be another air sign you're tied with. But the main vibe this is giving me is somebody looking back on things that have happened, maybe reminiscing a little bit, but not getting too caught up in the emotion of it. Because this is a very intellectual type of card, plan-based type of card, logic-based type of card. Under like a card of the Six of Cups, the past, the history, if it's not just another air sign you're tied with, that's like a soulmate, this could easily just be looking back on those past things with a clear, logical mind and not getting drowned in the emotions of it, okay? And I'm just going to keep it moving. I feel like that's a very simple type of energy, but for a fraction of you, it could just be someone from the past wanting to poke their head in and check on you. We're going to see what's up with this Knight of Cups, though. And of course, it could mean other things, so please drop it down below if you have any feelings. We're going to see what's up with this Knight. Action-based. Why is this Knight of Cups here? Thank you. Four of Swords. Yeah, this is all, like, to me, this is just screaming about emotional suppression, okay? That's the vibe. And that's another thing I've been seeing in other air signs this week, too. The little tug of war between emotion and logic, the mind, the heart, showing up for you here as well. The Four of Swords could be a warning about your health, but I feel like this is somebody not really wanting to share those emotions. We had the serious talk last week, and I said it is possible that conversation could be at play with this Knight of Cups. But I feel a big emotional suppression here in the center, okay? Somebody not wanting to speak, all right? So hopefully you're not having issues with someone. If you're cross-watching, this could even be you, but there could be communication issues. That's the vibe it's making me feel. I feel like these energies are coming through very straight and serious to me as well. Like, this is the message, that's what it is. This is the message, that's what it is, which is rare because usually I get several things. But I feel like this is somebody who is in that mode. All right, we're going to go in on the Nine of Pentacles, then I'll give you a quick recap. Interesting vibe here. And it is leaning serious. And I want to say on the bottom so far, it's all swords, so the mind. Let's see what's up with this Nine of Pentacles. Why is this Nine of Pentacles here? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. So you might want to look into the repeating nines because we have 9 on 9 here in the back. And notice that it is showing up in the reverse. To me, this feels like some sort of good breakthrough coming your way. Absolutely. And I feel like I've been seeing that for you in recent weeks as well, little bits here and there. But the Nine of Wands is usually called the Wounded Warrior. We have two people in different modes as well. So like if you have a lot of prominent people in your life at this moment, like they might be in different modes completely. Because I feel like someone who's emotionally unavailable, emotionally shut down, and another that is letting it flow. Okay, so do with that what you will. But I feel like there could be some sort of breakthrough in the coming days and weeks. I'm not going to say it's going to be a completely emotional based one, But with this Nine of Wands showing up in reverse, someone being a little less protective, somebody taking that wall down. So if you've had any blocks, if you've had any obstructions or things blocking your progress or getting in the way, expect a more free-flowing type of energy. That's what this is making me feel. So there could be good progress for you, good change as well. Okay, so we're going to go through and do a quick recap before we get into your bonus spread. If you'd kindly look down in the box, position number 1, we have the Six of Cups with the King of Swords. As I already said, for a fraction of you, that could be someone you have a lot of history with that's wanting to poke their head in on you, see how you're doing, check out the scene. But if you're reminiscing quite a bit, you might not be emotionally attached to those. You might be looking back on past, you might be looking back on memories in a colder fashion, more of a logical fashion, not letting the emotions overwhelm you. As I already said, there is that play here between the mind and the heart, the emotions, the logic. In the center, we have the Knight of Cups with the Four of Swords. This is somebody that's really not trying to talk, okay? Yes, it could be a warning about one's emotions, which we've been seeing as well throughout the whole spread, like emotional fluctuation. But this does feel like somebody who's like emotionally shut off, emotionally unavailable. And we saw it last week as well with the serious talk. That's still holding over here. That's still persisting, okay? And when we get to the back end, we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands showing up in reverse. The energy of a breakthrough, the energy of progress. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautifully abundant yet independent type of card. And I just feel like something is going to turn out better than you think when we have an alignment like this. Also, the vibe of two people being in separate modes, like one person being emotionally unavailable, but the other one ready to just let it spill. So please do with it what you will. That's what I'm feeling. Take a screenshot if you'd like. We're going to see what the universe would like to tell you. Okay, we got a lot going on here. Definitely a different flavor from last week. Been seeing that a lot with the Aquarius readings. What do we got for Aquarius, please? What does Aquarius need to hear? And I love to cap every reading off with these cards. They're positive in nature. They're very optimistic. And it's just a great way to end it. So what do we got for Aquarius, please? Thank you, Earth School. Another repeating card. So there are big themes in the air sign collective. All the air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Earth School. All about lessons that we are here to learn. And we'll talk about that in a moment. The Golden Children. Beautiful. So this feels very good to me. And I'm going to talk about them real quick while we wrap this whole thing up. Earth School, and not everybody believes this, but people, including myself, believe that we come to this earth to learn lessons, to experience the experiences, the good, the bad, the in-between. And that's what this card represents, and that's what the universe could be trying to highlight to you. Whether you're going through a good time, whether you're going through a rough time, know your purpose here. Even if you don't know the literal purpose of your mission, know that you're here for these trials, these tribulations, the celebrations, the victories. It's all part and parcel of life. Okay, and it's a gorgeous type of card, and it's important to keep that perspective. It literally says life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. So this could speak of knowledge acquisition as well, somebody who's just thirsting for knowledge, but it is all about soul growth. That's the name of the game. That's part of the reason we incarnate here, so we can make progress on a soul level. Now, the Golden Children to me does talk about blessings, or one's natural gifts. That's what it feels like to me intuitively. Like someone who has been blessed from the universe with certain gifts or abilities that can help progress the world at large. That's what this card speaks about. So maybe the universe is asking you to see the gifts that you have within yourself. Okay, sometimes people look at themselves too harshly. They put themselves under the microscope and they don't give themselves credit for what they do. Know that you are valuable. Know what you bring to the table and that what you do matters to somebody out there. Okay, it literally says inner child tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So embrace those gifts, Aquarius, because everyone has them, especially you. And my friends, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, we have a fun one this month, my friends. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Wizards Tarot. It's a gorgeous deck, so if you'd like to get your name in, it's 2 things as usual. Now, I explained it last week. Last October, I dressed up in various different costumes. I was things such as a unicorn, a werewolf, a big penguin. So if you'd like to enter in for this month's subscriber surprise, I need you to do the 2 things. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And second, let me know down in the comments what type of costume would you like to see me wear this coming October. You'll be entered to win, and I will announce the winners at the end of September in my community tab. As always, my friends, once again, Wizards Tarot, much love to you, and I will see you again next time.